Hi, my name is Emily Thomas, and I'm here with Mr. Deere, a math instructor of Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, and Senior Level Math at BC Rain High School, discussing the topic of higher level math being taught in younger grade levels. Every parent wants to see their child keep up with peers, and these days that means taking higher level math concepts at a young age. Politicians argue that the world has sped up over the past generation, technology has gotten more complicated and complex, so why not introduce harder concepts at younger ages?
Well, children grow up and develop at various rates. We don't all grow up, we don't all develop at the same rate. Some students at the lower grades will be ready to take on the challenges for harder courses. Some students are not ready even by the 9th grade. So we're going to have to decide things on a case-by-case system, and if not, we're going to put a lot of kids in a place they don't need to be.
Do you believe that the pressure to stay on the new normal track of math courses pushes students into math classes for which they're not ready?
Many times it does. Like I say, some students are ready in the 9th grade, some are ready in the 8th grade, and some may never be ready. We have to decide very carefully who takes all these advanced courses at the young age, and for goodness sakes, we need to keep the politicians out of it. They know the least about the problem, and certainly don't need to be part of the solution. They don't even know what the question is.
The move to introduce higher math in lower grades comes from politicians and not teachers. Do you believe that teachers should have more say in this decision?
Sadly, the folks that know the most about the situation are the people that are heard from less. The teachers know a great deal about what's going on and who should go where. They don't get a lot to say about it, though. The politicians want to have something passed that they can sound good, make a big speech in the next election, get reelected. Putting the kids in a situation where they're just about going to fail needs to stop. We need to put kids in a situation where they can pass, where they can do good, where they can enjoy their schoolwork. We need to, for goodness sake, let children be children a while. They don't need to grow up by the time they're in the 8th grade. They don't do it. We don't do that.
What would you consider a few criterion to determine math readiness?
First of all, you have to look at the past successes that the child has had in math. If he's not doing very well in math, then he's probably not ready to go on. Look at the level of achievement on the standardized test. If he did pretty well, he's probably ready to go. Two, you have to consider too, what are the goals for the child? If the child is not going to college and knows he's not going to college, and parents are not going to be able to send him, or he doesn't want to go, it's not necessary to push him into something he doesn't want to be in. Two, you have to consider how well does this child pursue his studies? Is he one that gets his work in on time, he does his work, or is he one that procrastinates, puts it off, and he just doesn't fulfill what's going to be needed to maintain a good level in the academic world?
Do you believe that higher level math can be taught at younger ages if it's introduced slowly?
Well, the pace of study must be designed to fit the development of the children that's going to be taught. It doesn't do any good to teach a subject and go all the way through it and run through to the end if you didn't take the class with you. The children learn too at different rates. You sometimes just have to design something for one child and something else for another child. You can't just say everything fits all in children. It doesn't. They develop at such different rates, and sadly, a lot of people don't realize that a little extra time makes an awful lot of difference in the development of a child.
Parents push their children into this track because they think it is necessary for college admission. How do you feel about this issue?
A lot of kids get pushed into things that they don't need to be in or don't want to be in and are not going to be successful in. Parents are going to have to realize that not every child's going to college, and we don't need every child to go to college. We're going to still need plumbers and carpenters and electricians and skilled trades. We're not going to run out of need for those people, and many of those people work very hard, make good money, and enjoying a happy life. Just going to college does not guarantee somebody a happy life. It's not going to work that way, and parents need to realize they need to do what's best for the child, not what's best for them.